Time now for your forewarned weather with Cedric Haynes.
Welcome back. Let's get another check of that forecast. You know when you take a look at the Nelson Peak.
Oh, man.
And it's just gray and covered.
My favorite view.
You know, so, yeah, see? Look.
Yeah, look at it.
Favorite.
That's a live look right there.
You know that something's going on out there.
You know something.
Yeah.
Something.
You don't know what,
yeah.
but something is happening.
Something is happening at the top of the peak.
But that's why you're here to tell us about it.
Well,
she circled that back around.
I did see that. I like that. She's getting good at that. I like that. Hey, you know what? Speaking of circling back and everything and circles in general, this doesn't really relate, but I want to make it relate. Yes, I want to tell you about something because we've got a special treat in the nighttime sky. Whenever we have these, I like to talk about these special treats. Yeah, we got to talk about the total lunar eclipse. Did you know we were having one coming up?
Yes. When is it?
Well, I'm glad you asked. I figured you would ask, so I said, let me look up some information for you, okay? So the actual lunar eclipse will be taking place. We also call this the blood moon. Now, you probably be asking, why is that? Well, it's because the moon turns that deep copper red color there as the Earth's shadow covers it. Now, this will kick off around just after 4 a.m., so right before you tune in to GMU, you get up early, go outside, snap a picture, send it in to me, and I can show it during the show. How about that? But it will peak around 4:33 in the morning. Now, the problem for us is we're likely going to have some clouds around. Now, hopefully we can thin out some of these clouds, but it's probably going to kind of ruin what could be a great view of a total lunar eclipse. And the next one is not until like late 2027, 28. I think it's like New Year's Eve, actually. So we'll see. But chances are going to be pretty slim pickings. But hopefully, if you do get a view, you snap a picture and send it to us. We'd love to show it off. All right, let's talk about another record for you here. How about the warmest winter on record? It's official, folks. Now that we're in meteorological spring, we're in the #1 spot for the warmest winter on record. Of course, you didn't need me to tell you that. Not only that, the snowfall for meteorological winter in just something that you just don't expect to see. 2.5 inches. That was it. We typically should average 35.7 inches. So not only was it the warmest meteorological winter on record, it was the least snowiest meteorological winter on record and the 13th driest meteorological winter on record. So a lot of records. We don't like to see those records. It's not dry out there right now, at least across northern Utah. We've got widespread rain filling in. Some heavy pockets of rainfall showing up, particularly just to the west of I-15, but it's starting to fill in now. So heads up, you can see here Brigham City traveling from Tremont down towards Honeyville and Brigham City. We've got a batch of just some torrential downpours about to cross over I-15 now. We have some light rain up towards Logan and the Hiram area, and then notice back towards the south and west, we've got some moderate to heavy rainfall showing up. Now, as I take you down into the Salt Lake Valley, we've got some scattered showers out there. Nothing that's too heavy, nothing too widespread just yet. But again, this moisture continues to fill in from areas off to the west. And you can see we've got more activity over towards portions of Tooele County. So get ready for a wet afternoon if you're along and north of I-80, as that moisture will continue to fill in as it goes throughout the day. All because of this low pressure that rolls by, bringing us this good chance of rain and even a couple of rumbles of thunder, and then some high mountain snow. Now, that'll work its way down to about 7,000 feet by later this evening, but most of what falls will be rain. Now, high pressure builds in Tuesday into Wednesday, bringing us some drier air across the area, but it's brief because here comes another storm, but it comes out of the north and west, and it arrives as we get into your Thursday and Friday. It takes a little farther south track, brings in a little colder air, could have a little better chance of a wintry mix, potentially down to the valley floors. We'll see how that plays out. Then that low pressure pushes south, and we'll await what that high pressure does for next week's forecast. But right now, let's talk about futurecast. Here and now, we've got that chance of scattered showers and rumbles filling in down towards central and southern Utah as we get towards later this afternoon. As those snow levels drop this evening, mountain snow becomes likely above 7,000 feet. By tomorrow morning, we'll wrap this storm system up. The afternoon is dry. Your Wednesday is dry. But look to the north and west. That next system rolls in Wednesday night. Valley rain that could turn over to some potentially valley, at least rain snow mix, if not some snow. And we can see some accumulating snow, particularly for our benches and mountains as we go into your Thursday and Friday. So this will be a bigger system for potential winter weather. So we'll keep an eye on that. St. George, we've got 70s all the way through Wednesday, but look at that drop down to the low 60s Thursday into Friday with some extra clouds. But right now, I don't have any precipitation in the forecast for St. George. The Wasatch Front, rain and rumbles filling in this afternoon and evening. And then notice that'll continue through tonight and Tuesday morning. We get a little break Tuesday afternoon and Wednesday, and then we'll watch Thursday and Friday for that potential of a little rain and snow making its way through the area before drying out for the weekend. Kaylee?